In Shakespeare's Macbeth, the title character was informed of his future status, Thane of Cawdor, and eventual king. The seed was thus planted in Macbeth's mind, resulting in his taking action to ensure his future and preferred status. But literature is not life. For our purposes, here relating to the suppression of our future status and circumstances in mortality and beyond, would a knowledge of our future in any way influence our behavior as it did in Shakespeare's play? First, we know that neither fate, destiny, or predestination is a consideration. The so-called conflict between determinism and free will has already been resolved. Determinism, present in many forms throughout the ancient and modern worlds, believes that all events and choices are dictated by previous causes. There is no free will. Predestination is a Christian form of determinism. It is God that dictates the eventual fate of every soul, not free will or moral agency. In essence, these doctrines propose that there is no free will or moral agency. Everything is determined in advance by a higher power. If this is true, there is no need to disguise or suppress a knowledge of the future. The future cannot change regardless of circumstance. However, there is no predestination in the gospel of Jesus Christ. The gospel of Jesus Christ allows for moral agency. We are left to choose good or evil. Our callings and status are not predetermined, but foreordained according to the foreknowledge of God and not as a product of His coercive will. Nevertheless, remembrance of the events and assignments of the pre-mortal council would affect the decision-making of men. For example, if we knew in advance of difficult assignments in mortality, would we run away and avoid them at all costs, as Jonah ran from his assignment to warn Nineveh? Or, knowing in advance that we would not become members of the kingdom on earth, nor be saved in the kingdom of heaven, would we simply give up on everything, as will those who see their imminent destruction at the second coming? If we knew in advance that we would hold lofty positions, as did Macbeth, would we sit idly by for this to occur in the Lord's due time, or would we act to make secure these positions? How would the heads of dispensations have acted if they knew in advance that they would hold these positions? Would they take action or wait without a stir? The reality is that foreknowledge, in many if not most cases, perverts man's decision-making process and his exercise of moral agency. The only way to ensure a free exercise of moral agency is to deny man of the knowledge of his past and future. In earlier videos, we've addressed a unique phenomenon of forgetting that transcends the ages and spans the globe. Immanuel Velikovsky called it collective amnesia. The Apostle Peter called it willing ignorance. The stupendous cataclysm of the past have been forgotten and disguised in symbolic imagery. The mechanism, as Velikovsky pointed out, is similar to an individual suppressing a memory into the subconscious mind. The difference is that the suppression is worldwide and transcends generations. It is similar to the imposition of the veil upon mankind, except that it is self-imposed. But how exactly do entire civilizations and mankind in general forget something they have not experienced? How do they suppress memories that are not theirs?